Hello. Hello, everybody. Um, Brando, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Brando, thank you so much for the tier 3. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. I Ironhead. All right, guys, everyone go follow Ironhead on social media. Ironhead, go follow his Twitch. Go follow his socials. Ironhead, weird, but okay. um, woo. Uh, Brando, thank you very much for the tier 3. Sauce, thank you very much for the tier 1. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ironhead. Hi, Gamerly. Hi, YR. Hi, Mike. Hi, Runflow. Hi, Brando. Hi, Sauce. Hi, Matt. Hi, Snides. Snids. Not Snides. Snids. That's Snids. Hello. Hello. M21, I'm sorry. Did I not say M21? Did I miss you? I'm so sorry. I did miss you. I'm sorry. I saw Matt and I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Ghost Wolf. Hi, Ghost Wolf. Hello. Superman. Hello. Hi, Superman. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I know I'm awful. I'm the worst. I'm just the worst streamer. I'm just the worst person. I'm sorry. Um, oh no. Wow, that bad? That traumatic, really? Hi everyone. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my TED Talk. Welcome to my TED Talk. I might get affiliate from that shout out. Oh good. I hope you get all the followers that you need. I get banned every stream and get my name mispronounced, FML. But that makes you unique, Snids. Like you're special for that. You know what I mean? You could just be like every other person. How's the woofers doing? He's fine. Jakey's fine. We got two woofers. They're both fine. The meowers are dead. Ziva's still cool, but the cats are gone. um, but yeah. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. I learned something today that to be fair, I will say this. To be fair, it is valid. This is a valid thing that occurred. I didn't know that it occurred because once again, there is just zero communication whatsoever from this company. So just like every other situation in the past where it's basically been radio silence, it's been more radio silence. So I figured I would talk about that today since I'm officially like nothing. I mean nothing. I mean nothing to wargaming whatsoever. Which I guess is no different than how I started. I guess that's no different than how I had to claw and fight my way into the wargaming circle, just to be treated like an outsider anyway. So, my favorite tank CC. Wait, but it's not because I'm not. Did you hear? Did you hear? Ring the bells here. Here's the news, you guys. I'm gonna tell you. So, out of curiosity today, I went into the World of Tanks Discord to see what was going on in the World of Tanks Discord, just out of curiosity, because every once in a while I like to check in and see what's happening in the World of Tanks Discord. And I realized that I no longer could see the Content Insider channels. And so I was like, that's weird. Let's look at my role and see if I'm no longer a Content Insider. And sure enough, I had the Content Insider role taken away from me. Sam, thank you so much for the tier 1 to your favorite World of Tanks CC. I know that you're back because I'm streaming World of Tanks again. I know that was calling you, that you were like, oh man, World of Tanks? I gotta go back to Twitch for that, yeah. Content Outsider. Yeah, now I am a content outsider. So I checked and my role, it was gone. And I was like, like that's that's interesting. Considering that no one reached out to me to tell me that they were gonna take that role from me. Um, no one, no, I did not get a message from any Wargaming employee. I did not get an email. I even checked my email just to because they have my email because I had to sign, forms to become a CC in the first place. And no, nothing in my email, no message from anyone. I play World of Tanks. How are you doing tonight, beautiful? I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for asking. I no longer play World of Tanks because they are a company who they just don't care about their creators unless their creator is named Quickie Baby or Skill or Docky or any of the EU creators. If you're an NA creator, you are basically nothing and meaningless. So, and there are maybe a couple exceptions to that now, but in general, if you're an NA creator, you're the bottom of the barrel and no one really cares what you have to say or do or anything about you. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna give you guys some of the behind the scenes of what was happening at what time, because now I'm officially nobody. I'm officially nobody to Wargaming. I am no longer affiliated with them. So I really don't care. So I will just tell you straight up that the reason I was not given CC, so if you've been here for a long time, you know that once I started playing World of Tanks, I very quickly gained an audience for it. And I kept applying for CC and I was getting like stonewalled. The NA people were not responding to me. They were basically pretending like I wasn't asking to be a CC. I even put in 2 like applications to become a CC. And I can tell you that behind the scenes, there was a whole discussion about me being literally too feminine, like me being too girly, doing just chatting streams, doing workout streams. There was a whole discussion that I would like damage the brand, that people would not accept me into the community for doing things like just chatting and doing workout streams. This was literally discussed between people who made those decisions. And that was concerning to them. And so they did not want to, and they said it was for my protection. It was to keep me from being harassed by people in the community, to keep me from being harassed by the World of Tanks community. They said, no, she cannot be a CC because basically she's too girly. Okay, so there's the first thing. There's the first thing is behind the scenes, they were discussing the fact that they didn't want me to be a CC because, bottom line, because I'm an attractive young girl who did some just chatting streams and workout streams. That was too much for them to consider allowing me into the CC program. So let's start there. Okay, so there's the first thing. Okay, I had to apply twice to be considered. And my stats were significantly higher than other NACCs, and I still had to fight for myself, fight for my case, because I didn't fit the brand narrative, I guess. And then throughout that, however, before I was even a CC, my community was still asked to take part in 2 charity streams. My community, these people here, who don't even like tanks, who literally stuck with me despite the fact that they didn't like tanks, contributed $5,000 or $6,000 to the first charity stream that I was a part of, which was literally only second to Goose. All of these other creators in that lineup who have been in World of Tanks for much longer than I have earned significantly less for the charity than I did, and I still was not a CC. I was still on the outside. I was still not considered for that. So now I've been used, my community has been used, granted, charity, good cause, whatever, but the fact that they couldn't acknowledge, like, oh, maybe this person could bring in something good to the World of Tanks community as a whole. No, we didn't get anything like that. No, we did not. So there's that. So then I got used, my community got used. So that's cool. And then, of course, down the line, my personal life changed. I got engaged, I got married, and I got pregnant. And if you have been here for that, you would know that I lost my first pregnancy. I had a miscarriage at 7 weeks. And so I stopped streaming pretty much altogether because I was grieving the loss of my child. And building up to that, I was preparing for my wedding. So I wasn't streaming very consistently at that point. And if I was streaming, it was mostly just chatting because I was simultaneously doing wedding planning things while I was streaming, right? So like all of these personal things in my life happened. I lose my child. I stop streaming because I'm grieving the loss of my unborn child. And then when I do come back and stream, I stream World of Tanks. I've got an entire YouTube portfolio of World of Tanks content. And I find out that I'm kicked out of the CC program. I'm no longer a CC, and no one felt the need to talk to me. No one communicated that with me. I did not know until I checked to find my permissions. Like, I'm looking for this Discord server and I can't see it anymore. And it's like, oh, yeah, sorry, you were demoted. I'm like, oh, we didn't think to talk to me? No one thought to reach out and be like, hey, we noticed you haven't been playing World of Tanks very much. Is there a reason for that? Do you plan on doing this? For, like, no conversation whatsoever. I just got CC taken away from me. Nothing. And I'm like, oh, so nobody cared about the fact that I was going through personal things and was not even streaming at all to begin with? Like, no one cared. And also, what about my hundreds of videos on YouTube of me playing World of Tanks? Like, you can't say that I had no World of Tanks content because I had literally hundreds of hours worth of VODs on YouTube of me playing World of Tanks. So saying that I had no content is a lie because I did have content. Whether it's live content or not, it was still content. So I get kicked out of their program with no communication whatsoever. Nothing. Meaningless. Okay. And then I just recently checked Discord, and I know that this had to have been recently because I do occasionally pop in there and just like look and see what's going on in the content insider conversation. And I no longer have access to that, and I no longer have that role. So I am literally now nothing. I am nothing to Wargaming. And once again, no conversation was had. Now, granted, this decision was correct from them because I haven't played World of Tanks in probably a year. So like valid, it's a valid thing to do is take that away. But still no conversation was had. No conversation was had. At all. Nothing from anyone. Radio silence, nothing. No email, no message, nothing. And after I was kicked out of the CC program, I talked to the NA people who were on the team, like Tragic, no longer on the team, Domo, no longer on the team. So the connections that I had through Wargaming are no longer even exist for Wargaming. And no one thought to then further reach out and be like, oh, this NA creator no longer has a path to have a conversation with us. Let me, reach out and talk to them. And I was told by Tragic that somebody was supposed to reach out and talk to me. And I don't remember who the person was. I would have to look in our messages and find out exactly who it was. But someone was supposed to message me. Someone was supposed to be like, hey, this is why this decision was made, blah, 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 blah. But no, that never occurred. And they can't blame Discord because this is a company who has my effing email. I signed documents with my legal effing name on them to become a CC. So they can't use no stupid, I can't message you on Discord bullshit response. You can send an email and say, hey, we'd like to have a conversation with you. So, long story short, long story short, I feel like I went through I had to jump through way more hoops than anybody else, first of all, because I'm a pretty young girl who did just chatting and workout streams, which is apparently too feminine. I couldn't, they were afraid for what the World of Tanks community, how they would react. Literally, the phrasing was, I don't know how the community would react to her. What? What? You don't know how the community would react to me? So you're just going to ignore my statistics? You're going to ignore the hours that I'm putting into your game? You're going to ignore the fact that I have literally committed to this stupid ass game that nobody's ever effing heard of if they play any mainstream video games? No? We're just gonna ignore that? Cool. Not to mention the hate that I received from other content creators while I was a content creator. Beetle Bum. What the hell was the other one who, for goodness sake, for still to this day, I get comments on that stupid ass video. The one who, I don't even remember what his name is, but that one. Tagamo, thank you so much for the 8 gifted subs. You're a doll. I did see you come in. I did see your 100 bits. Thank you so much. I'm just on a rant right now. Like I'm on a rampage. This is me exposing. This is me exposing this. Tagamo, thank you so much for hitting our sub goal. You're amazing. Yes, the tier list. Oh, I don't want to be taken back. What a rant. Start gaming again and you get it back. But after this, no. I don't want to be taken back. Let me make this abundantly clear. I was treated like shit by a company. I don't want to go back to that company. Why would I want to play their game when they treat me like shit and consistently treated me like shit? Why would I do that? I don't want to be taken back. I'm talking about this because the way that I was treated is absurd. It's absurd. And I did not come out and say these things because I did not want to, burn the bridge with them. But they, again, without communication, took this role away from me. So they burnt the bridge. They said, we don't need PCPatty. We don't want PCPatty. So you know what? Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth about it. Okay? So, there's that. I just want you guys to all know this. If they don't give a shit about the people that they call content creators, what do you think they care about you, the gamers? Do you think that they care when you're typing your little messages on their, their Instagram page, like fix the matchmaking? Do you think they care? No, they don't care. They don't give one single flying F what you think. So, just so you know, unless you are one of their top earners making all your content on World of Tanks, you know exactly who I'm talking about without having to name names. You know who the top creators are. Unless you're one of those top creators, you are literally irrelevant. Literally irrelevant. As a matter of fact, one time I looked at the Discord and there was a conversation happening about there not being drops when this one streamer was on vacation. Basically, it was like, I'm more important than everybody else, so you're gonna change this, you're gonna give me the drops. I don't care about everyone else wanting to take a break. I'm not taking a break. So put the drops back. And you know what they did? They did. They accommodated that person. So, moral of the story is they don't give a shit about any of you. Didn't give a shit about me. Don't give a shit about you. So, you do that with that information, whatever you want. Keep playing the game. Go for it. Whatever. I'm never going to play their game again. And I think that it is absurd the way I was treated by these people. So, just wanted to throw that out there. That was my experience with Wargaming. There was a huge deal that happened a couple years ago with the well-respected CC that caused an exodus of CCs from the program. I don't know the World of Warships lore. I don't know what kind of drama or lore there is in World of Warships, but I can tell you from the World of Tanks side of things that I am not a lone wolf here. I am not a solo lone wolf. I know that you probably know that another fuck it, I'm using names. Sophie. You want to know why Sophie left? It's not because she wanted to go play another game. No, it's because Wargaming took advantage of her over and over and over again, treated her like crap, okay? So, just saying. And it's just such a joke. It's such a joke. It's such a joke that I had to fight so hard. I had to fight so hard to be a CC just for them to take it away from me with zero communication. Despite the fact that they had CCs in that program who were literally, like, didn't even exist anymore. Didn't have YouTube, didn't have Insta, like, nothing. No social media. They're literally just CCs because they're basically grandfathered in. So they didn't purge those people out, but they kicked me out despite my hundreds of hours of content on YouTube of World of Tanks. So, I just want to say, I'm done. I'm done with World of Tanks. You will never see me play that shit game ever again. The only thing that I will say is thank you to World of Tanks for the community members that you introduced me to, which has nothing to do with Wargaming. That has everything to do with those people playing their game, I guess. So thank you to that. That's like the one good thing that came out of that was I got some great community members. But the company themselves, assholes. Like, they just don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about especially the NA side of things. After the collapse of the NA side and the combination of the EU and NA just became nothing. Meaningless. Just meaningless. So just wanna say that. You're never gonna catch me on that game ever again. So, but you know what's funny? They can't stop me from streaming in this category. So, I might just sit in the World of Tanks category today and just keep telling people as they come in, like, oh, are you going to play World of Tanks today? No, and here's why I'm not going to play World of Tanks today. Let me tell you the story. Hashtag merge the categories, that's right. Wargaming employee watching this has steam coming out of his ears. I doubt it. And you know what? I doubt that. I don't even think that this rant would cause anyone from Wargaming to even reach out to me, which is even more sad to me. Is I guarantee that I don't hear anything from Wargaming after this rant, because I know this rant is going to somehow end up in the ears of Wargaming people, because no matter what I did, someone was always effing chirping to Wargaming all the time. So, I know that this little conversation is somehow going to end up back at Wargaming, and I still don't think that they're going to reach out to me. I just don't. So, this was my idea. I hate y'all and y'all's stupid game. It's just crazy. It's crazy. To be clear, to make this abundantly clear, they severed ties with me. They kicked me out of the program without a word while I was going through the most difficult season of my life, grieving the loss of my unborn child, left me in the dust, not a word from Wargaming, okay? And then I just noticed, now this is valid, I'm not saying that this is not valid, I have not played their game in a long time, took the Content Insider role away from me. What's not valid is not talking to me about it again. Radio silence. How are you going to treat creators like that? It's absurd. It's absurd. I just drove all my tanks off a cliff and threw all my fire extinguishers in the ocean after this rant. Good. 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 I bet one or two of them will twist this to feel justified in taking it away. Oh, I'm sure. They messaged you in the CC channel. You just don't have access. Probably. I'm off back to work. Sabishi, do you still play? Do you still play it? Thanks for stopping by the way. Good to see you. So when you change the category from World of Tanks to fitness. No, you know what? I think I might just do a workout stream in the World of Tanks category. I will put World of Tanks up in the corner of my stream so they can't say that I don't have that I'm not in the right category, right? We'll talk about the Christmas thing. Maybe we'll talk about Benedict Cumberbatch. We'll make sure that we have some type of World of Tanks going on. And then I'll just do a workout stream. Because apparently, World of Tanks community can't handle both. So let's really overload them. World of Workouts. Yeah, exactly. Play a different tank game while in the World of Tanks category. I actually don't. I think that it's like a rule on Twitch, right? Don't you have to be in the right category? Like, technically speaking. Victim, isn't that a thing? Don't I have to technically be, like, if I'm in the World of Tanks category, don't I have to somehow be doing something related to tanks? Like, I know that with the pools and hot tubs category, you have to be there needs to be, like, water. There needs to be a body of water, or you, like, can't be in that category, right? So technically speaking, instead of a face cam, have a game launcher cam. Well, that's what I'm saying. I could literally just put the game in, like, the corner of my screen. Game is downloading. W excuse. I mean, this. I mean, these are great ideas. I'm wearing a tank top, right? Okay. You can get reported for being in the wrong category. It is not a suspension usually unless it's failing to be in the pools category. Well, that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing, victim. I know for a fact that some little rat, because they're full of rats. Let's just be real here. They're full of rats. Some little rat will report me for being in the wrong category. So we gotta find like a loophole here. We gotta find a loophole to this. Rat jam. That's right. Oh yeah, rat jam. Rat jam. Get a little toy tank for your workout stream. I have one. I literally have one. I have a little tank. Watching you play tanks via YouTube. Wait, pause, hold on. Hold on. What if I put one of my VODs of me playing World of Tanks in the corner? And then I just work out. Hold on. Is that a five head solution? Let her cook. That's what I'm saying. Let her cook. Use Mr. Voss's hot seat video. I mean, we've got good hot seats. Other than the pool category, they automatically put you in the correct category and strip all your channel tags. I low-key want to do it for today's stream as like a stick it to the man. They had a problem with the workout stream, so I feel like I should probably just work out on stream while World of Tanks plays in the corner, and I work out. We'll make it really, really small so you can still see it, but obviously, right? Let her cook. YouTube doesn't like if you play YouTube videos on live, even if they're your own, unless you're actively talking and engaged. Nah. I shouldn't have a problem with YouTube. I did that for all of my subathons. I just played my own YouTube VODs at night. I don't think that YouTube can do anything about that. No, I don't have any videos not uploaded to YouTube. I don't have any... Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I might. Pause. If I never deleted them. Hold on. I actually might have... World of Tanks gameplay. That's not... I definitely do. I absolutely do. Thank you! Thank you, Hodge Smash! Yeah, look, right here. Perfect. Boom. World of Tanks gameplay. That's not on my YouTube. Boom, bam, bop. Bada bop, boom, pow. Time for Dad to record some gameplay. For real. For real. Honestly, wait. That that would be fire. That would be iconic. I put Dad's gameplay on the screen and I work out. Oh my, there's literally no better solution. There is no better way for me to say you can't do shit about this than for me to put my dad playing tanks right here and me doing squats right there. Oh wow, wow, wow. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's absolutely genius. It's incredible. I can't think of a better plan. Because that was the problem. That was literally the problem that they had with me, was I was a pretty young girl doing fitness streams, and they didn't think that the community would accept that. And so they basically were like, nah, no, we're gonna like pretend that she doesn't exist. We're gonna pretend, for her own good, by the way, for her own good, because we don't want the community to harass her. Can you still do a backflip? Who is the person who always comes in and says that? Which is crazy, by the way. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that right there? Just that to protect me from the community? What kind of shitty ass community do you have if your first thought is we can't let this pretty young girl into the community because she's gonna get harassed? What? What? Oh, and then not to mention the EU people who constantly had a fucking problem with me hyping myself up, trying to get hype trains and subs and support. Oh, we don't do that in the EU. Yeah, that's why you all have 5 subs. Sorry, I'm not here to get 5 subs total. I'm here to get 5 subs a day. They had a real problem with that. The EU people. Oh, we don't gift subs. No, we don't support our streamers. Okay. Then go find somebody else to watch. We don't do that in the EU is the reason they're poor. Yeah. So, I mean, low-key. Honestly, you guys, I think that that's the best thing for me to do today, is for me to get up, go get some weights, start doing some squats, and just play a World of Tanks video of mine. I think that is a good idea for the rest of today's stream. I have been deprived of fitness coaching to protect my streamer. It's absurd. It's absurd. I like my tank streamers to have beer bellies and neck beards. So I guess everyone feels that same way, and that's why I couldn't be a part of the crew. And so that's why I had to fight so hard to be a part of the crew, is because everyone wants their tank streamers to have beer bellies and neck beards. So at least my kid didn't get killed in school. Yeah, at least we don't get machetes ran through us at Christmas villages. Come on. Come on. Give me 1 second. TK, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I do feel better. I do feel better. Give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. I hear my baby screaming. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry, the baby was screaming and I had to go feed her. And then I came back and I was sitting here and I was looking through old conversations because I wanted to see what the exact wording was. Um, and the conversation was between Domo, who was no longer with Wargaming, and a tank person who was in my stream, like when I first started tanks. They had a conversation, and Domo said that he did not think that the overall World of Tanks community would appreciate my content, specifically referring to my workout streams. So right off the bat, I was not even given a fair chance because I did workout streams. So just like I just think that that's so fun. I just think that that's so fun and like so nice of them to be so concerned about my well-being. So that's really great. That's really great. Who is also gone. He no longer works for Wargaming, so I feel like I'm allowed to say that because he doesn't work for Wargaming anymore. I have no connection now to Wargaming, so I feel like I can say that. Two German whatever World Tank streamers get to live together lately. Happy couple now stream World Tanks independently. I don't know if they're both CCs, but she is not doing workouts. But like that's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with me doing workout streams. Should have had no bearing on whether or not my community and my stats and my drive, because I fully committed to that damn game. I fully committed. I decided in December of 2022, 2023, whatever year it was, that I was fully committed to World of Tanks. And I did. I committed every single day. And I applied twice for CC and got rejected. And behind the scenes, there were these conversations happening that I wasn't going to be accepted into the community. I didn't fit where the World of Tanks vibe. No, apparently not. When did you do workout streams? A long time ago. That was like years ago when this room was orange, which was a long time ago. Hi, Jeff. 22? Yeah, I think it was 22. I think it was December of 2022 because I started playing in March of 2022 and I went full-time in tanks in December 2022 and I played it full-time for 2 years. Is that right? I think that's right. Anyway, I think that now, Victim, are you still here or are you watching the football game? I gotta ask you a question, Victim. You gotta give me the answer. I think that here, okay, perfect. Would I be able to have World of Tanks on the screen here somewhere and also do a workout? And could anyone have any Yes, I could do that. And they could not report me and say that she's not doing this because I can, right? They can't possibly. If they're allowed to do subathons where yeah, so I could. So I think that I should. I think that I should do that. Just as a fun way of I just think it'd be fun. We should just have a rotating schedule of who is playing on stream. That's a great idea! Is CC not related? No, CC is not related to playing the game to a high standard. And the irony of that was I was not a bad player. I was slightly above average, which is not like I'm like, you know, astronomically fantastic at the game, but I was an average, slightly better than average player, which should be enough. And here's the thing that the World of Tanks community doesn't seem to understand. You can be really, really good at a game and a very, very not entertaining streamer, and vice versa. Vice versa. You can be very, very entertaining and be pretty mediocre at the game, but people will still watch you because you're an entertaining streamer. You do not need to be God tier to have people watch you. That's not a requirement. And what they didn't seem to understand about that is that I was capable of having a community who supported me and liked my streams despite the fact that they could not care less about World of Tanks or if I was getting a 10K game or a 5K game, because they liked me. They liked my streams. They liked my community. Liked is a big word here. Okay, Mike, maybe I'm not specifically referring to you. Maybe I'm talking about Sabishi, okay? Maybe I'm talking about somebody else. So, guilty. Sauce. I'm talking about Sauce. See? Mike, not talking about you. So, the bottom line here is there is no good reason. There is no good reason for any of this to occur. I preferred the 0 damage games personally because I would rage and say I'm going to turn off this game and never play again. Yeah, those times were fun. I agree. Have fun, time for bed. Good night. Have a great night. Did your brain get damaged that way? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't even know what that question is asking. The rage is always an important part of any gaming experience. I suppose so. So I think that for the next, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes, I changed my title to playing tanks while getting my body back. Or what, Victim, what did you say? And then I go get some weights and I do a little workout. And we just let the chips fall where they may. Because surely, there's going to be at least one person who clicks on my stream and sees it and goes, there's an NA streamer who's streaming World of Tanks, but they're not a unicorn and they're working out and I gotta go tell Wargaming. Surely that's going to happen. Watch me get my pre-baby body back, Tanks. I love that. That's what the title's gonna be. Here we go. Thanks. This is great. On the plus side, you're unbothered. Oh no, I'm bothered. I'm bothered. That's why the whole rant occurred in the first place. I'm bothered. I'm bothered by it. I'm bothered by the way I was treated. If you get a DMCA strike doing the streams, then you know Wargaming is mad. But it's my content. How could they do that? How could they do that? It's my stuff. It's my content. Here's my thing with what they told you. You were already part of the World Tank community by that point. You were active and engaged with other people who also play the game. The game is still theirs. Yeah, but they can't stop me from playing it. I mean, Lady May did a hot tub stream while playing World of Tanks as like a joke, remember? And she was wearing like the giant fishing outfit or whatever. Like, they can't stop me from what I do while Tanks is on, and it's my gameplay. And I'll make commentary on my gameplay. I'll be like, wow, look at that shot. And then I think I go here. That's how they stop you from streaming it. They can issue DMCA to Twitch. It's the only repercussion they have. Yeah, they can't stop me. I think it's worth the risk too. I do. Because I don't have any DMCA strikes. So what, I'll get one strike. Pretend you're playing. I mean, or I could just sit in the garage and look at tech tree lines. And I mean that's playing, all right? Like I'll do like some squats. I'll come over. I'll look at the tech tree. We'll talk about, and then I do some more workouts. I think that's reasonable. We can have a workout where reps are related to what tier we're discussing. You guys are coming up with great ideas here. You guys are coming up with fantastic ideas. Right? Squats for kills? Yeah, but then I have to play. But couldn't we watch my gameplay back and then I do like a workout squats for kills? Like, okay, I hit this shot. If I pen the shot, I'll do a set. Can we do that? We gotta find a way to make this work where they can't do anything about it. We are doing game review and paying out squats for kills. Yeah. I think that's valid, right? Squats for kills, and I'll do like sets for games that pen. Yeah. I think it works. I think we do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right, here we go. Let's turn off the music real quick. Let's get the gameplay up. Window capture. Where's my window capture? Oh, I might have to do display capture on this one. Here we go, over here. Boom, bam, bop. Bada bop, boom, pow. All right, here we go. Let's get to the beginning of the match. Aw, Tagamo just gave me 100 bits in this video. Shout out to Tagamo, my man Tagamo. Alright, here we go. Burpees every time you died? Burpees? Oh, I don't know if I want to do burpees. Alright. Okay. Display capture, here we go. Let's get this. So this is my content, obviously, and this content is not up on YouTube currently. So this is new content, as the kids would say. This is new content right here. Here we go. Let's put that right there. All right. You guys ready? Should we leave the volume on for this or what? Chat, I have 2 tier 10s. Streamer can't hear at me. Streamer can't what at you? Do we leave the volume on this or do we not have the volume on? We turn the volume off and we just commentate what's going on, right? We just commentate. We're watching VOD review gameplay. All right, perfect. Great. All right. Squats for kills. What else are we doing? We got to do All right. All right. So what's my girl up to right here? What's PCPatty doing? She's in I think that's my 60 TP. How do I go to your Instagram? Is it banned because it's not letting me open your Instagram? No, my Instagram's definitely not banned. Pretty sure my Instagram is perfectly fine. Yeah, my Instagram's live. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm in a 60 TP, and I am going somewhere. And I'm gonna do some squats until we get some damage. All right, here we go. Squats. Let's get some nice deep squats in here. Yeah. It looks like my team is doing pretty well. Looks like we've pushed up pretty far. I'm a big fan. How do we feel about these squats? Do they need to be deeper? Deeper squats, perhaps? I feel like I need some weight. All right, I don't like this position that I'm in. I'm not side scraping. This was a poor positioning here. My tank should be angled against the building, you know what I mean? No side scraping. Stop it. No, they didn't. Stop it. You're lying. No, they did not. You're a liar. Sauce! Sauce, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh, wait, what just happened? Did I get damage? Dude, why am I not side scraping? Bro. This is why I'm not a CC, because I don't know how to side scrape, bro. Oh, I'm gonna kill that guy. I didn't? That bounced? That's incredible. Sauce, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I have to keep doing squats because I don't think I got any damage yet. Did I get damage there? Dude, this is crazy. Oh, I'm getting annihilated. Oh, I got damage there. Okay, we got damage. All right, now maybe we do push-ups or something. Planks. Let's plank until I get... Let's do some planks until I get more damage. Let's do some planks. Oh, I gotta not hit my Christmas tree. All right. Planking, here we go. The only reason I'm not dead is because my teammates were doing a good job. This was really poor gameplay. It's a good thing I had some homies who were helping me out. Whew. I feel like I should do 5 more squats for the subs. Oh, look, there's damage. There's damage. All right. For subs, let's do... What should we do for subs? How about jumping jacks? I don't know. Oh, man, jumping jacks was a bad idea. 5 jumping jacks. Okay, let's see. So it looks like my team is probably going to win. I can tell you guys right now, the only reason that I didn't die in that position is because my teammates were so far up, and they died before I did. But this was bad. This was bad gameplay on my part. This was not a good game. This is not a good game. I'm gonna assume that I've got maybe like 2,000 damage or something. Foofer! Thank you so much. 5 more jumping jacks. Thank you, Foofer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I need to do something other than jumping jacks for subs. Foofer, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's happening in the... Well, let me see. Okay, actually, I might end up having quite a bit of damage in this game because I'm basically just getting lucky. What's next? Did I get any kills? I don't remember. I need other exercises. We need other exercises, you guys. I have some weights. I can get some weights. All right, so let's see. Let's look at the review. Let's look at the scorecard and see how we did. I don't think that this was a great game, considering it was a tier 10. I'm in a 60 TP, and I'd probably end up with about 2,000 damage. That's not great. At the time, I probably would have said that's pretty good, because for me, it was pretty good. But I definitely could have done better. But while we're waiting for the next game, we're gonna do some exercises. So here we go. We're getting that pre-baby body back, you know? Sweet. I would like to see how I did here. Maybe we can just fast forward since I'm dead. I can just see how I did at the end of this game. Oh, what was that? Hodge with the tier 3! Let's go! Hodge! Thank you so much for the friggin' tier 3! Thank you so much for that support when I'm in my favorite like game, my favorite content. Thank you so much. I love to see that. Thank you. All right, so let's look at this. Here, how'd we do? How'd we do? Okay, I had almost 4,000 damage, which was a little bit better than I expected. But still, you guys, I would say that positioning only worked out because my team ended up winning the game. I would not recommend that. I would say if you're a 60 TP, bad call. Don't replicate what I just did. Okay? All right, now while we wait for the next game, let's keep going. Should I zoom out so maybe you can see my face or no? Here we go. Let's get some good form. Good form. Good form. All right, so next game, what do we got? What do we got here? I don't actually remember what the name of this map is. But I can tell you that I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to go to the left side. And, probably... Now, we gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful, because tank destroyers will sit on the opposite side of the map. Okay? So I gotta be careful here. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I go to the right. I think I started going to the right toward the end of my World of Tanks experience. Nope, I went left. Oh yeah, you guys, we're working the muscles. Look at the sweat. Look at the sweat. Oh yeah, we're getting into it now. I don't think I was counting. All right, so let's see. What are we doing right now? I mean, so far so good. I don't know what I've been spotted by. Perhaps there's a light tank in the center of the map. I'm not sure what spotted me there. But looking good so far. Looking good so far. What's another I could do this move here. Gotta get that body back, you guys. Would anyone else like to gift 5 subs for some jumping jacks? I know not you EU people, because you EU people don't give subs. You don't have to explain. I'm talking specifically to my NA people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Work those muscles. Buff Patty. Oh, I'm getting buff. I'm getting buff, alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Now, I like this. I like this positioning. I do. I don't have any issues with this. I think some more experienced players may say that this is not the side to go on. But I always found that I had better luck on this side of the map. This tank destroyer is going to come around, and hopefully, nope, I wasn't in the right position. If I had been in the right position, I would have easily... Look at that, see? See? Look at that. See, if I had been where I should have been, I would have got damage on that shot. But what was I doing? I don't know. I don't know. What I'm doing right now is VOD review. I'm looking at my gameplay and I'm trying to teach other people in the community how to be a better player than me. So this is what we call VOD review. And while we VOD review, we're working out to encourage healthy living, a healthy lifestyle. Maybe we'll do some cross the body things. Those players may say not to go down, but you need to go all the way down to get the most out of your push-ups. I need to go all the way down to get the most out of my push-ups. We're doing a little cross body action here. Looking good. Oh yeah. So far, in this position here, this is another one of those situations where I'm basically lucky because, as you can see, most of the team is already dead because on the other side of the map, our team did a good job apparently. So I'm kind of just lucky here because now I'm going to get the chance to get some damage because I wasn't up in the fight, you know what I mean? See, let's do some more of these guys. I'm really not counting, or there's really no method to the madness here. We're just VOD reviewing. We're just trying to encourage other people to learn from my mistakes and be better players while getting fit at the same time. It almost looks like you have big pecs the way you're standing. Nope, those are just my mommy milkers. Those are just my mommy milkers, see them? Dee Dee, huh? I mean, why not? I figure I may as well just like be... I should just probably just like talk about what they don't want us to talk about, you know what I mean? Like, I should probably just say the quiet part out loud at this point, since that's really what they were saying. Let's see what else. Maybe let's do some squats. Maybe let's do some squats while we hold these guys, huh? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, work those muscles, you guys. So shout out to my teammates on this one. I really didn't do much. They took the other side of the map, which allowed me to make my way through. So yeah, shout out to my teammates. You need to do some World Tank themed names like side scraping squats. Side scraping squats. Be like this. Side scraping. Side scraping squats. Side scrape. This is how we side scrape, you guys. You want to get healthy? Side scrape those squats. What else? Side scraping squats. Maybe tank destroyer. Tank destroyer. What's a workout that starts with D? Or maybe like sit-ups? Something, I don't know. I'm not creative enough for this. All right. So now, oh, you guys, these nuts. This is actually donkey kicks. Donkey kicks. Tank destroyer donkey kicks. What even is a donkey kick? Is that where you're down like this and you? I think so. This is Ghost Town. I used to hate this map, but then it became one of my favorite maps. Probably my favorite map. So let's see how I approach this situation. If you're a heavy tank in Ghost Town, I would suggest going into the city. Tank destroyer, round the outside. Like 2 trailer park girls, go round the outside. All right. Tank destroyer as we destroy these sets. That's right. Are these donkey kicks? Yeehaw. Oh, actually, I love these. You put a little weight back here. Get a little. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So as you can see, I'm going into the city. That's a very standard move by me in this map. City, town, whatever you want to call this. Let's see if I side scrape here or if I don't side scrape. Remember to side scrape, you guys. Very important. Don't forget your side scraping squats. It does not look like I am side scraping. Wait, pause. I may have remedied the situation. Yes, this is my favorite spot. This is my go-to spot in Ghost Town. Usually it worked out for me pretty well. Donkey kicks. Thomas! Thomas. Oh, my friend, I was so hoping you would be here today. Thomas, if you would like to see me do some jumping jacks. So this is what's happening. Thomas. I found out today, just by taking a peek at my Discord, that I'm no longer a content insider. Which is valid. I haven't played World of Tanks in a long time. However, what's not valid is the fact that nobody discussed that with me once again. Rather than getting any type of communication from anyone at Wargaming, they simply stripped it from me. No conversation to be had. So, given that I am no longer affiliated with Wargaming in any way, I decided that I would really go into detail about my experience with the company. And we're doing this right now because my first experience when I was trying to become a World of Tanks CC was that I was rejected because they felt that the community would reject me because I did things like workout streams and just chatting. So I decided today, with a little help from chat, that we would do some VOD review. We would watch some World of Tanks, look at my gameplay, talk about my mistakes, help gamers get better at the game, while working out. Because there's nothing that they can fucking do about it. So, we continue. Very nice. Very nice. I like that move. Gets my fat going. Got it. So tell me how you really feel. I feel pretty good because if you watch my gameplay right now, I'm actually getting damage. This to me is a good spot because you've got the rubble, right? The environment to protect your lower plate, which if you are a heavy tank like the 60 TP here, which I am playing, that lower plate's gonna get you. So protecting the lower plate, peeking out, getting those shots on the couple of these nuts on the other tanks. It's a great time. So I don't have any issues with this particular gameplay here. Let's see if I hit this shot. Look, incredible. Now here's the only problem. My teammates abandoned me, and so once I took that shot, I opened myself up to get dead. I didn't realize that at the time. So maybe if I had realized that I had no teammates left, perhaps I would have... Wow, that guy really backed up and then came back once I was dead. That's pretty disgusting. Here's a lesson to be learned. World of Tanks is a solo game. Don't ever rely on your teammates. Don't ever rely on your teammates. It's not going to go well for you. It's a solo game. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty sweaty. I'm feeling pretty worked out. I think that... And I hear my baby screaming, so I think that it's my baby's bedtime. So I think that this is where I have to end the stream. So we did get, some pretty good VOD review. Could you guys tell me what you learned? This is really important so that I can prove that we did VOD review. Can you guys tell me some things that you learned during that VOD review? Or maybe something that stuck out to you that I discussed. Could you perhaps say that in chat so we all know that you learned something and we were doing VOD review? No side scraping is bad. No side scraping is bad. No side scraping is bad. If you want to protect that lower plate, you gotta side scrape. Learn that my decision to never play this shit was a good one. Oh, good times. Oh, good times. All right. Thomas. The reason that I'm happy you're here, Thomas. I mean, for multiple reasons. But I tried to start Star Wars the other day because Catherine was asleep. And I was like, oh, perfect, I'll watch Star Wars. The second I turned it on and it got past that ridiculous scroll where it's telling me something about something. I don't. It's a ridiculous way to start a movie, by the way. Once it got past that scroll and they're in the hallway like, pew, 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 Catherine woke up. So I still did not watch Star Wars. But I'll get there. I'm gonna get there. It's on my list. Saz, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted subs today. We've officially got 4 people on the gifting leaderboard this month. 4 people up there. Thank you. Thank you to Tagamo and Sauce and Foofer, all of you guys today. Thank you guys for listening to my... You know what? I actually did not take a screenshot. I gotta take a screenshot real quick now that I'm all sweaty. You know what? Maybe I'll grab one of these guys for the screenshot. And I'm gonna make this a World of Tanks VOD too. Perfect. Perfect. Hi Raybird. Hi Martha. Martha, thank you so much for the 111 biddies. Thank you. Raybird just got here. Thomas just got here. Martha just got here. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you guys all just got here. I was, talking about things today and exercising, and yeah, it was really good. It was a really good stream. I feel like I got a lot out, so that felt good. Yeah. I've been listening to while watching some other streams. Oh, very nice. I have been watching the YouTube vids trying to get your views up. I leave them running while I'm working. Thomas, you are an absolute doll. Thank you so much for that. You're so sweet. Thank you. One of mine, the Emaru one, has 900 something views right now. And I was like, oh, bye. Sauce, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, a hype train? A hype train? Wait, squats for subs during a hype train? Oh man, that's a for sure way to get my bum moving. It's cool. You hate us. Smurf. Hi, Smurf. I don't hate you guys. I just, you know, Catherine. But I think my mom just came downstairs perhaps to try to help entertain Catherine. I know she's not hungry because I just gave her a boob. So maybe if they can keep her entertained, we can continue this hype train for a little while. Thanks, Martha. Thank you so much for the biddies. Sauce, thank you so much for the biddies. Appreciate it. Raybird, hi. Hello, everyone. Did someone say boob? Yeah, I talked about my boobs. I used my boobs to feed my baby. All right, the streamer awards. Well, I don't care about the awards because they're largely done. I was interesting some of them dresses. Oh, yes, the streamer awards is right now. That's correct. That is true. All right, well, maybe this hype train's not starting. All right, well, so here's the long story short for everyone who just got here is I put Wargaming on blast today. Jeff, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. Let's go. Raybird 5 gifted. Here we go. Squats for subs. Squats for subs. Squats for subs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Raybird, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Squats for subs because you guys, when you're gaming, you also need to prioritize your body and your health. So in between your World of Tanks games, when you're in the garage, get up, do some push-ups, drink some water. Maybe, I don't know, go outside, touch some grass, take a walk, you know? Thank you, Raybird. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. 5 squats I can do. 5 squats I can manage. Emma looked good in her dress. Make sure Ms. Kiff sees his new pregnant girlfriend. I saw that! I saw Ms. Kiff's girlfriend is pregnant. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. You know what? Maybe we should even raid a World of Tanks streamer today. Let's just see who's live at the end of my stream. Let's see. Let's send it over. Let's see. Sort by high to low. Let's see who's live right now. There's quite a few of them live. Are any of them doing squats for kills? No, they're not. None of their titles say squats for kills. That's crazy. I just got done eating Texas Roadhouse. Was it delicious? I do like Texas Roadhouse. Last time we had Texas Roadhouse was actually when Jeff bought it for us. Jeff gave us a gift card for Royce's birthday, and we got Texas Roadhouse, and it was delicious. I think that was the last time we had it. No, maybe that's not true. No, I think we went with Shelby when I was pregnant. Yes, our double date, we went to Texas Roadhouse. So one time after that. Well, thank you very much, you guys, for the level 2 hype train. Oh, something just happened. What was it? I don't see anything. I don't know why it went up. I don't know why it went up. The Mad Hatter, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you so much, Mad Hatter. Are you a World of Tanks game player? Did you enjoy my VOD review? No, we don't have one of those by us in the woods. We have to drive quite a while to get to a Texas Roadhouse. No, Smurf, we don't. Thank you for pointing that out. That's so nice of you to remind us of the things all the joys that we don't have in life. I'm glad that you want to give us so much. 25! Oh, Thomas, I don't know if I can do 25 freaking squats. Thomas, thank you so much for the 25 gifted. Let's go. Here we go. All right, 25. And as I do these, we are going to name some tanks from World of Tanks. Here we go. All right, let's start with some of my favorites. Ow, mother trucker, that was my toe. Let's start with some of my favorites. All right, here we go. 60 TP. Object 430. Object 430 U. Spaghetto. Leopard. Lion. There's a lion. There's tiger. Yup, tiger. The shit barn, as the kids would say. The tog. I haven't been counting, you guys. Let's see. Thunderbolt. I think there's a Thunderbolt. Oh, what's the one that my dad uses? The M4 something? No, maybe he doesn't use that one. Have I done 25 yet? I feel like I've done 25. My legs are on fire. Come on. Gotta go real low, you guys. Give me some other tanks. The Alpine Tiger. I can't think of any more. I can't think of any more tanks. Was that 25? The IS-7, how could I forget? The IS-7, I loved the IS-7. How could I forget the IS-7? The mouse, good one, yep, the mouse. I definitely did 25. I said that one, I said the 430U. You were side scraping there towards the end. Dude, I don't think I can do any more squats. My legs are on fire. What's something else that I could do? Other than squats. What is that? World of Tanks Benedict is the best thing to come. What? I didn't know that was a thing. I couldn't tell who that was. I thought it was just a Christmas emote. Oh, that's funny. Did you guys get that from my drops? How did you get that? Is that just everyone has that? I got it as a drop here. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm not a tanks player. I'm a warships guy, but love the content anyway. Glad to be here. Thank you. Glad that you're here. Oh, I know that one. That's, yeah, those are wall sits or whatever. Dude, my legs are on fire. How many squats have I done? How about we do some of these guys? And I feel like I'm definitely up to 25. So I think that I'm good. I think that this hype train's about to end. And I think that we're good. Getting that baby body back. Okay. I do play tanks in War Thunder, though. Does that count? It's a different game. Doesn't count. Oh, you guys, I'm sweaty. I'm really sweaty. Okay. Thomas, thank you so much for the 25 gifted. Tagmo, thank you for the 8. Sauce was the 10. Foofer was the 5. Raybird with the 5. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. And for Jeff and the biddies. And Martha and the biddies, and Sauce and the biddies. Thank you guys. This hype train's about to end. It's got 15 seconds left. So I am going to skedaddle. Thank you everyone for coming along on this ride with me as I exposed my experience with Wargaming and did a workout stream with World of Tanks by my side because they didn't want me to. So I did it anyway. So I will see you guys on the next one, which is next week, perhaps? What's today? Saturday? Yeah, it'll be next week. So, thanks you guys. Definitely watch this VOD on YouTube. Because I'm going to title it Exposing Wargaming. And inevitably, I'm going to get shit for this from someone. I don't know who, but someone surely is going to give me a problem for this. So, fun. All right. Peace out, you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the support, as always. And thanks for letting me rant. See you guys in the next one.